All right, 2-1. Hey guys, welcome back to Norteño 210 podcast. I am here thanks to VodPod Media and also to Latina Podcast Network. Guys, if you're watching, go listen. If you're listening, go watch. You're going to want to see who I have because she's beautiful. So, yeah, definitely. Introduce yourself.
Atalaya with Hair by a Blonde. Yeah.
Yay! Okay, so Hair by a Blonde. So, what exactly? I know what you do, but if you want a brief explanation of what you do.
I'm a hairstylist, educator, mom, wife,
Mm-hmm.
all the above.
Yes, yes. Business owner.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
And super into the community
Yes.
here in San Antonio.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
So
San Antonio. I love the community.
same. How long have you been doing hair? Or what got you started?
Well, I started in high school doing hair on my own. Like I would do my friend's hair for prom. I would do my own hair for like my quince, everything. So I've always been into hair. And so right when I graduated high school, I went straight into school and then graduated hair school, went straight into working. So I've been doing hair professionally for 18 years this month.
Crazy.
I'm old, girl. I'm old.
Not even. Not even. I swear to God, you like found the fountain of youth, or I don't know what the fuck, but like you
Because
look
black
great.
don't crack.
Period. Period. I feel like we just get better with age, like
Yeah.
like Latinas, and then
For sure.
Yeah.
The melanin in our skin.
yes.
And we know how to do makeup now. When we were young, we didn't know how to do. We didn't have primer and YouTube and
True.
eyebrows. So
Yeah. Pluck the shit out of them
yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do feel like everyone is getting better with age nowadays.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
definitely look better.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I didn't see you when you were younger, but I mean, you're beautiful.
I definitely I was a blossoming duckling. No.
So. Same. I'm like, I look better now
Yeah.
than like when I was in my 20s.
I feel like me too. Like, yeah, just look all.
Also, the style, like the clothes like we would wear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still in my 20s. I'm 29.
Oh yeah.
So, I guess like, well, we're just like talking, just like shooting the shit. But
Yeah.
like, what's it like being a business owner and like juggling all the things that you do?
I mean, it's definitely chaotic because, one, I don't come from like a business family or a business background. So everything has been like a learn as I go and a lot of bumps in the road, but it's really a really great feeling to know that I can really say I'm self-made. Like I literally did it on my own, and I didn't come from like a family with money. I didn't have like trust funds or anything like that, or someone in my family that had a business that could show me or help me or co-sign or, so,
Yeah.
but it's definitely chaos and I'm like a procrastinator. So, so I definitely overwhelm myself on my own already. I'm the worst procrastinator in the world. Sometimes I don't even know how I have a business because sometimes I just like wait to the last minute, but I work better under pressure.
Same.
I feel like, I don't know.
I'm literally the same way. And
Yeah.
people are like, oh my God, you must be so organized. Like, I don't know how you do it. And I'm like, I am losing my mind
Yep.
all the time. Like,
Same.
I live off of like adrenaline,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, and Red Bull.
Yeah.
And that's literally it. Like, I'm super chaotic.
Yeah.
I'm an organized mess.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I always dream of being organized, but
Same.
I can't.
Same. I'm
And
just
I
not
watch
that
TikToks
person.
on organization. I still don't do it.
Same. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. And I'll
Yeah.
save it.
Me too.
And then just like forget. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not the only one. Thank God. 'Cause I thought it was only me.
No, girl. Organized chaos over here.
Yes.
All day, every day.
I think because I'm an indecisive person, so procrastination forces me to make a decision,
Yes.
So like if I, like for instance, like Christmas, I mean, I'm the one on Christmas Eve shopping, but I feel like if I do it too early, I overthink on who to get what. I'm like, I don't know. But if I do it last minute, you get what you get. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may or may not have gone shopping Christmas morning, like several times.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what's open right now?
Yeah. A gift card. To Whataburger.
Merry Christmas. And I'm like,
Free burgers.
yeah, I'm like, Christmas is about family, guys. It's not
Yeah.
about gifts.
Yes,
Yeah.
same. I'm the same.
But
Gosh.
honestly, like I've gotten really shitty gifts before too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
one time I got a scale.
What were they trying to say?
Oh no, and then from someone else I got a calorie counting book. Traumatized for
Yeah,
life.
what the hell?
Yeah.
I would have slapped them with it. Like,
I cried.
like, damn, what are they trying to tell me? Subtly or subtly, however you say it. Like,
Girl, and I was like 18. I was all, wow.
it's because I feel like Hispanic families,
Yeah.
they have no filter and they're gonna
fool you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, guess I'm gonna lose weight.
Yeah.
And I did. So thanks.
They're gonna say, see, it worked.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I've gotten like countless amount of socks, which now, like as an adult, I'm like, fuck yeah, like I love socks.
Yeah, like practical gifts are really
Yes.
fun now.
Yeah.
I love it. Like coffee pots and instant pots, and
Hell
I love
yeah.
getting stuff like that now. Mhm.
Yeah. I get excited. Like
And
if
gift
anybody
cards to restaurants. You've
Yes.
got to pay for yourself.
Yes. If anybody wants to give me a vacuum, apparently mine doesn't work anymore. So that'd be
Mhm.
great, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. A heated blanket.
Ooh, I want a weighted blanket so bad.
I got my daughter one. It does help.
I've heard.
She's pretty crazy and does help her like
She-
settle down.
She's all,
Just throw it over.
You're all,
Wrap her in.
here, you need your blanket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just throw it at her.
Yeah. It's all heavy. It just like knocks her down.
I know you recently went to New York, right?
Yes.
How was that?
Oh, it was so fun. We took my daughter for her 13th birthday.
Awesome.
She's my oldest, so she's a big sister, and I really wanted to do something special for her. She does help out a lot with my little ones, and she's just a really good kid. Like, she's my mellow one, like my chill, cool, mellow, don't really do nothing. And 13's a big year, and I feel like with your firstborn, that's when you're like younger and you're going through what they kind of grow with you and see
Yeah.
all your struggles, and she definitely has seen all my struggles, so I wanted to do something special, and I was like, let's go to New York, just me, her, and my husband, and
Yeah.
it was cool. It was really cool. It was exhausting, but
Yeah.
it was so much fun, and she had a blast.
Aw.
Although I will say, like, you know how kids are, she wanted to go to like the Nike store and Sephora, and I was like,
Girl,
girl,
you
like,
got that at home.
we're in New York. Like, come on, we can see Sephora in San Antonio, but
Mhm.
I don't know. They just McDonald's. I was like, no, like we're
The
not going.
two-story McDonald's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, and I was
Mhm.
like, no, like we're not doing that. So, but it was really fun. It was
Yeah.
a cool experience.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Mhm.
I haven't been there since COVID. So
I went when I was actually 15. I was there August 2001, like right before the towers got hit.
Really.
So I saw the towers, yeah, like the month before.
Wow.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So it was cool to and I definitely didn't do everything we did when we went this time. So it was cool. We saw like Central Park, Statue of
Nice.
Liberty. So it was neat. Yeah.
That's awesome. And like
Yes.
she'll never forget that. So
Nope. I want to give them experiences. I feel like birthday parties, I'm over it.
yeah.
Like the money, people not showing up, you spend all this
Mhm.
money and then
Mhm.
gifts, and they don't even use them after a while. So I was
Yeah.
like, I want to give them experiences. So even for Christmas, we took them on a trip instead of giving them like
Nice.
gifts. So
I'm the same way though. Like I would rather have them experience like life
yes.
than like, oh, here's a really expensive party or a gift.
Yeah.
Because I feel like parties are for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes. And then you're cleaning, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like frustrating and stressful, especially for the mom.
Yeah.
Like
And
we
you're
got-
gonna spend like over $1,000 anyway. So yeah.
heck yeah.
Let's just go on a trip.
And I do it on a firm payment, my vacations,
Oh,
payment plan.
Nice.
I love doing things in payments.
Yeah. I know, because then you're like, oh, it's girl math.
Yeah.
You're like, it's fine.
I have
It's
more to
only-
spend.
Yeah, I'm like, it's only like $400 a month. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? For 8
Yeah.
months.
Yeah. I paid my whole trip in a payment plan. So
Nice.
I have no shame, okay? I paid for a Gucci purse in a payment plan, okay?
Hey.
I have no shame.
No, but all that matters is now you have a Gucci,
Yeah.
right? And you went to this bomb ass trip. So
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, I know my oldest, he's gonna hit a milestone birthday this year, so I'm planning.
How old is he?
He'll be 16. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And so instead of like a party,
Mhm.
and he doesn't want to learn to drive yet, so I'm like, okay, well, also I don't want him to drive in San Antonio. 'Cause
Yeah. Scary.
y'all some shitty drivers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially with road rage now.
It's a lot of
Scary.
that. People are super aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, for what? Like we all have a
I
destination, right?
know.
Like unless there's an emergency, like get off my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Don't cut me off. Don't brake check me. And it like makes me worry for him as like a driver.
Yeah.
But anyway, so So I'm planning
A
on
trip?
a trip. Yeah,
Do
he
New
won't
York.
see this, so because
Okay.
he's not allowed to follow me or
Oh,
watch any of my
that's
stuff.
crazy, right? Like
Yeah,
that nowadays you gotta
I
think
told
of
him I
that.
was like, don't follow me.
You don't
Like,
want to see what
yeah,
mama
I
does.
was like, I won't follow you either,
Yeah.
but don't follow me. But no, we're planning Hawaii.
Oh, that
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, that's
it's
gonna be
expensive as
fun.
fuck
But it's a memory that he'll never
for
forget.
sure.
And I feel like it shows them that there's things outside of San Antonio. Even
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I love this city, but like I want my girls to know that they can go anywhere, you know,
Mhm.
start a new life somewhere if you want to, or go to college
Yeah,
somewhere. Like
yeah,
I was very much a small town girl, and for a long time I stayed in my small town. I mean, I always like worked in San Antonio and stuff, but I was scared to like move by myself to San Antonio, so I had my own place very young, but in my little town. Until I actually like got out, I finally realized like, oh, I can make it anywhere. But
yeah,
I want them to not be afraid,
yeah.
you know, to just go.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I want them to experience things.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to take them to Japan, but
Ooh.
for that, and then with like all of us, it's like that's a lot.
Yeah,
So
but that's definitely
yeah,
should do that.
I'm thinking maybe for his like graduation.
Yes. Oh, that'd be so fun.
Yeah,
I've heard Japan's amazing.
yeah. Well, and he loves the culture.
He does?
Mhm.
Oh, that'd be a
Yeah.
great graduation gift.
And he's an artist, and so he was really big into like Godzilla,
Yeah.
and so he got really into the culture and stuff. So
I think, honestly, I feel like graduation would be even better because I think he'd appreciate it more.
for sure.
You know, so that'd be cool. And then you can like save up for that now, and
Mm-hmm.
that'd be cool.
I know I need to start saving now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel because my sister and my brother-in-law are stationed in the UK, and I really want to see them before they
Ooh.
leave. So I'm like trying to plan. Okay, like probably like a year and a half, like we'll go, you know. But I need to start saving and stuff
Yeah,
now because it's
yeah.
expensive for 5 of us to go.
For sure.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Same.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So being a business owner and I watched your journey, right? I've
Mhm.
known you for a few years now.
Yes,
I'm super proud of you, by the way.
thank you.
But you've been doing some really big things recently. So are these things that you've been working on and just been like on the DL, or are these new opportunities that have just come to you?
Some are new, and then some are like I do work on the DL a lot, just because I definitely am a believer in like not saying much until it's signed, sealed, delivered.
Yes.
Because as much as we have a lot of support, we also have a lot of haters, you know.
Mhm.
So I hate to speak too soon on things, you know, but also a lot of things do just kind of come, you know, abruptly. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. You
Yeah.
know, like I will do anything anyone like wants to collab on or anything. Like I'm all for it all the time. So. Mhm.
What are some of the things so people can kind of get to know that part of you?
Like one thing is the cut-a-thon. I definitely, well, you were there, my second one. That's the first time I think we met, or around the time we met when you came out. And so right now I am working on it becoming an actual nonprofit. So that's the
Nice.
biggest thing I'm really trying to get done this year. I actually have an appointment with the lawyer in a couple of weeks to go over that and get it started. So
That's awesome.
I'm excited. I feel like that's gonna really level it up. I've done 5 of them already,
Mhm.
and I'm definitely grateful for all the small businesses that support it and sponsor it. But this is gonna help like get bigger sponsors and hopefully be able to pay someone's full tuition or more than one person.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it'll give it a more I don't want to say legit, but I feel like that does kind of help it people to really know that what you're doing is
Right.
like we're really doing this and we really give the money to these students.
Yeah.
You know, so
So for people that don't know, what is Cut-a-thon?
it's my charity event that I throw every year. I bring in barbers, hairstylists, small businesses, and they cut hair and do services for donations. And everything we make gives back to a student or a student barber or anyone in the beauty industry to pay for school.
Mhm.
So we help them pay for school. Whatever we make, every dollar goes to the grant. So
Which is amazing.
thanks. Yeah.
How much did you end up giving away this year?
This year was our biggest one. It was 5,500.
Dang.
Yeah. So we gave it, and this year was actually our first male that we gave it to. It just ends up that the last couple of years have been females, which I mean it was just coincidence. But this year was actually a male in a bar. He's gonna go to barber school, and it actually paid like the majority of his school. Like
Wow.
he has very little,
Yeah.
like it paid pretty much everything. So
That's
I was really
awesome.
excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So do you plan on making this next one like even bigger or?
I hope so. I mean, every year it's kind of stressful, and I always think like, oh my God, is it gonna work out? Is it gonna like, are people gonna come? Are we gonna make money? This last year was this one was honestly more stressful. I don't know why it just seemed more stressful this year, but every year I'm an overthinker, so I'm like, oh my God, like, are we gonna get like a good turnout? Are people gonna want to help?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping it's bigger, especially if I can get this nonprofit paperwork done and get it in, and hopefully before the next one, like that'd be really good.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Like
I'm excited.
yeah, we'll speak it into existence.
Yes.
It'll happen. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I would love it to be like huge,
yeah.
like get like a $10,000 scholarship or
Ooh.
something, you know. So
Yeah. And then you would just give that to like two different people or a few people or
I mean, yeah, if I would probably be able to split that to like in half or even in thirds, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So to give to three people or so, or pay someone's full thing because cosmetology school is expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 15 to 20K.
What? Why?
It's expensive. I don't know. You know, inflation, I guess. I mean, it was expensive when I went to school, you know, 19 years ago, 18 years ago. It was my school was like 17
Really?
with like interest and all that in my
Yeah,
loan and
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Yeah, it was expensive.
I'm never paying my loans back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna defer till I die. I don't care who sees this.
Yeah.
Like they've called me and I'm like, does it like go to my kids or like anybody like once I die? And they're like, no. And
Yeah.
so I was like, cool, then bet.
Oh well.
I was like, write this down, put
Mhm.
it in your notes. I'm not paying these
Stop
hoes
calling
back.
me. Yeah.
Literally, do not because guess what? Going back to school.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
I'm excited though.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We'll see.
What are some of the other things that you've had? going on?
I mean, I became an educator last year with the brand I use. I was really excited about that. So now I get to like travel South Texas and teach other stylists and then let's see. I have something else, but I can't say it. I forgot.
Oh, okay, okay.
They were like, "You can't say it yet." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh.
But just really, and also like transitioning into more the education side. I've really been working on that, and I have some things coming out with that, so I'm excited about. But doing like business classes, you
Mhm.
know, trying to just teach stylists kind of the mistakes I made and
Mhm.
what I did wrong, and then you know relaying that to prevent people from doing the same mistakes I did, so they don't have those you know pitfalls and like setbacks. 'Cause I had a lot of setbacks even
Mhm.
though I've been doing this for so long. I mean, even in the 8 years I've been on my own, I've had a lot of times where I had to kind of like restart again. So
Yeah.
try to kind of teach from my personal experiences. And so I'm really loving the education side and just kind of transitioning into that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that because there's so many people that gatekeep.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, well, I had to figure it out, so you have to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't
And
believe
it's
in that.
shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you can just help somebody, and especially there are so many people that are like willing to put in the work and they're hungry
Mhm.
for it. So for you to give back and
Yep.
be helpful, and like you said, like, look, this is where is, roadblocks that I ran into that you might run into. Like, here's what I did, or here's what you could do.
Yes.
Because I think we go through these things in life for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just to like not share it. And I've seen you share recently,
Yeah.
and been pretty vulnerable and open about even like the financial aspect of it.
Yes.
Because a lot of people too are like, oh, I want to go from 0 to 100,
Yes.
and like it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, and I think people think that when you're a business owner, you make a lot of money, and I try to show people like, even now, I don't net a lot of money. Like
Mhm.
I definitely have grown in my gross, but I still struggle financially sometimes. Like definitely still have like paycheck to paycheck, you could say. Even though I've been doing this 18 years and been on my own 8 years, it's because I'm still learning how to manage that and manage my money and
Mhm.
bills pile up. So I feel like we see social media and people showing like, Gucci bags, Louis Vuittons, all these trips. And it's like some of that is realistic, but a lot of it is not. And you got to remember, like, sometimes people have help and they don't talk about it. Like
Right.
they have husbands or family that have money or that pay all their bills, so they can put all their money that they make towards something. You know,
Yeah.
me and my husband are both self-made and both business and work for ourselves. So, and both come from families that didn't teach us that.
Mm-hmm.
So we still struggle like financially sometimes. You know, I mean, there's been times where we only have enough to pay the bills and we have to literally like scrounge around and my account is negative, like, you know, for a little bit. I mean, it is what it is. And I'm not ashamed of that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's real life,
It's true.
you know? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
And also, I hate when people are like, "Oh, like it must be nice. Like you don't have to work at 8 to 5." Like, no, because I'm working 24/7.
yes.
Because
Yeah.
that's what that means. Like, if
Exactly.
I'm awake, I'm working, and if I'm not awake, I wake up and there's work to do.
Yep.
So it's
You
nonstop.
definitely work more
Oh yeah.
for sure.
But I also tell people I'd rather bust my ass for myself and
Mm-hmm.
my family than somebody else.
Yep, exactly. That's what finally made me go on my own because I worked for salons for 10 years and it was great. I mean, it taught me everything I know, how to deal with clients, how to just pricing, booking, all that. But there was a time where I was thinking like, I'm giving like half my money to somebody when I could just do this myself,
Yep.
you know, like, and I got to ask permission to take off. I got to, you know, just things like that. So I was like, I'm just going to try on my own. And I was like, if the worst thing, if I fail, I'll go back to a salon,
Yeah.
you know, but maybe it won't. So it didn't.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. But yeah, no, it is. It's definitely, and it's like a labor of love too. You
Yeah.
have to love what you do, because if not, you're gonna hate it, and you can't just have that mentality of like, oh, this is gonna be easy. Like,
Yeah.
it's not. It's gonna be. You're gonna have so many times that you're gonna just be like, what the fuck am I doing?
yeah, like you're barely
is it
making
worth
it.
it? Right? Like, I've cried several times.
Mm-hmm.
I've been, pissed off many times.
Yep. Or we're
Um,
just like, I'm done.
yeah.
Like, I'm not doing this no more.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll flip this fucking table right
Yep.
now. Like, I just, I'm like,
I mean, and
uh-uh.
that's what I always talk about. Like, even in my classes, I tell people, like, even when I had been in business 6, 7 years, like, you know, there were times I was struggling financially, like just trying to get my business, especially after I had my third baby. I took a lot of time off with her because she was my last one.
Yeah.
And I thought, I definitely took it for granted, like, oh, I'm booked and busy. I have a whole wait list of clients, I'll be fine. And I came back, and a lot of people didn't come back. Like, they found other stylists, you know, and I knew that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And my scheduling just didn't work for them, or the way I schedule now. Like, and I lost a lot of clients. So I had to let go of my assistant. I had to scale back down to a smaller suite. You know, when I was like already moving up and like thought I was gonna be building bigger. So that was a really big reality check for me. I mean, girl, I was like on my downtimes, I was door dashing in between clients, like
Yeah.
just to make extra money,
Yeah.
you know? So, I mean, I do what I have to do. But at the time when I felt like defeated and, oh my God, like, kind of like, I guess you could say like embarrassed, like, damn, like I was doing so well and I gotta go back to about a sweep by myself, this and that. It really, things do happen for a reason, because it really helped me scale down, focus on the client experience, refocus my brand, and like giving like a whole luxury experience to one-on-one clients
Yeah.
now, you know. So it definitely was like the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's like that's why that happened, you know. Like for me to like redo my whole thing and focus back on client experience, because I think sometimes we get so used to our clients and we kind of just slack a little. Like, we're still do good job on their service, but the whole customer service experience, we kind of like think like, oh, well, they're cool, like whatever, like we're just kind of slacking. And
Yeah.
so it made me really refocus and like, okay, like I gotta always give great customer service 100% of the time, no matter if my client's been with me 10 years or 1 year. Like,
Yeah.
so it just helped me refocus and give me time back to my family.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're providing what I guess people are saying now is like a luxury service.
yes.
Because with inflation and with the way the market is, to go get your hair done is not
Mm-hmm.
inexpensive.
Yeah.
And especially to get it done right.
Yes.
Because you can go somewhere and get like, a $50, cut and dye, but
Yeah.
you get what you pay for.
I mean, definitely, yeah. I definitely feel like you get what you pay for most of the time. There have been stylists that I see that don't charge what they should be charging, and they're really good, you know. They just have to have that confidence to charge what they should be. But I mean, yeah, it's you're paying for our time, our knowledge, the products we use. Like I use very high end products that are pricey. So,
Yeah.
but it's better for your hair. Like I'm not going to Sally's and buying bleach from them,
Yeah.
and I mean, if you want me to be cheap, I could. And then you can pay $20 for a color, but you're
Yeah.
going to get shitty color. Like,
Yeah.
but you're paying for like our knowledge and based in our time and the classes we take, like continuing education, all that. So,
Yeah. It's the same with like injectors and all of that. Like
yes.
people are like, oh, it's so expensive. Like, yeah, but how much time did it take for them to train?
Yeah.
And then what products are they using? Because don't be putting like crazy shit in my face.
I mean, I see all the time people bashing people that mess up their lips or their this or anything like because they're just going to whoever on the side because they're cheap, and it's like hell no, I would never go cheap on something like that on my face. So
No.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a moneymaker.
No, thank you.
Not that.
Yeah, but you got to really do your research and be careful.
For
know?
sure.
I will say though, lately, Facebook and social media have been on one on bashing people though and
Really?
businesses. I just feel like I don't know. I think like the social media culture with businesses is like you got to kind of really be on your toes because someone has one bad experience and they're gonna like totally blast you. Like I've been seeing so many businesses getting blasted, and then you see the business come out and talk about what really happened, and you're like, you see, that person was just exaggerating and could potentially damage someone's business.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't believe in that. Like if you have an issue, especially like a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Bring it up to them. Like there's multiple chances, or even like hair. Like, hey,
Yep.
like I thought it was gonna be this. I don't really like it. Give them an opportunity to fix it.
Yeah.
Before you go on social media.
And bash
And
them.
yeah, like because that's fucked up. Like that's their living.
Yeah. And what if it was like a simple misunderstanding?
Right.
Now, when the businesses are being like shady or,
Sure.
clapping back and not fixing what they should, then I mean, okay. But most of the time, it is something that's just like a miscommunication that
Yeah.
could be handled privately before you decide to do that, So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree. Yeah, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I don't know. I'm like, stop being an asshole.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
too many people that are like keyboard warriors.
And for the businesses too, like I'm not gonna fight with someone like with a client and like go back and forth and like get all crazy, Like, look, someone wants to tell you something, just be professional, keep it professional because in the end they're gonna look dumb if they're making shit up, you know. So, but sometimes people get caught up and start fighting with their customers, and I think that's where it also just doesn't look good for you too,
Yeah. I mean, I've had a couple of difficult clients
Mhm.
with one of our businesses, and you just have to like keep it professional and just be like, look, come with receipts.
Yep,
This is
exactly.
X, Y, and Z,
Yep.
and you agreed, you confirmed, you
Yep.
paid, whatever. So
I'm very professional and petty. I can write you back very professional, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little petty in there too.
Per my last email.
Yes, yes, I'm definitely that type. Like I will like give it to you, but very professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, same. Because like also as a business owner, like you can't let people run all over you.
Yeah,
Or
no.
be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll give you whatever for free. Or no,
Mm-mm. Nope. No,
because
no.
there are also people who are out there to just do that to everybody to see what they can get.
Oh, for
So
sure.
I'm like, no, I'm the wrong one.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna trade with you, or I'm not gonna like nope.
Yeah.
And then that's honestly people like that end up being super difficult, like the
Oh,
most
yeah.
difficult client. Like they're so picky there, and I'm like, you got this for free, like or
Yeah.
whatever, like.
I mean, I'm all for bartering, right?
Yeah.
But it does have to make sense.
It
like-
for me, okay. I think I do barter with my one friend because she's amazing, and her quality is like she's a photographer and but like she's the ish at photography. So,
Yeah.
but back then I used to barter a lot, and honestly, for hairstylists, like it's more difficult for us to barter because when we do your service, we have to pay for that color for you.
Yeah.
Like our supplies don't last for like 10 clients, Like I feel like if you barter with someone with nails, they have, acrylic nail polishes. They don't use one thing of acrylic on only you.
Yeah.
They can use it on a lot of people. So for hairstylists, it's like we only get like one tube of color goes on one head, like it's really a lot of product. And every time I bartered with people in the like back in the day, I just always felt like I was gypped. Like they didn't give me what I gave them in services or in
Yeah.
like quality, and like I'm just like, so yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really into all that.
No, and
Yeah,
then do whatever's right for you. It's your business.
like it has to be really worth it for me.
Right.
Like equal.
Mhm.
You know, like
Yeah.
I've had some people tell me like, "Oh, I'll do your makeup," and I'm thinking like, well, "Are you gonna do my makeup for a whole year every day?" Like I don't know,
Right.
like you know, like,
Right.
like whenever I want, you
Like,
know.
are you gonna wake up and like
Yeah,
just come
'cause
to
I
my house
mean-
and like do my makeup while I'm asleep? Like,
Yeah,
that'd be great.
because I mean that's not equal to you know a $800 color correction that I'm gonna spend 10 hours on you doing.
Yeah, no,
you know,
not at
so
all.
so
Yeah, that's way different. Yeah,
yeah,
that's why like somebody messaged me earlier and I looked at the price of their services versus like my prices.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, this makes sense.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's do it.
yes,
But
it has to make sense,
yes,
and they better keep their word
yes,
because I've seen some people that don't keep their end of the deal, and hell no.
yeah,
That's the scary part when you barter. You gotta like make sure they're gonna do it
yeah.
for you too. You know.
I mean, I have had like one person that was like, well, I want X, Y, and Z from this, and I was like,
Goodbye.
like you can't have expectations, like, well, like things that like I can't help, like social media, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, I want this to hit like 100,000. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I can't guarantee
Yeah.
social media, right?
Yeah.
Nobody can.
No.
Some things hit, and you're like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
And then some things don't, and you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
So-
Like I'm telling you, my dumb little, not I'm saying dumb, but my little quick random video of my menu hit 1 million views. Like,
Wild.
and I was
See,
like,
and it's things you don't even think.
I didn't
would,
even,
like,
I just did it real quick, like whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you know, my husband always gets on me to post. I need to post and
Yeah,
this and
yeah.
that. And he's told me about like, you need to post that little menu you do. And I was like, eh. And I was like, fine, I'll do it. And I did it. And girl, it hit 1 million views. I said, wow. And some of the stuff I spent a lot of time on it. And it,
Yes.
like 3 little
Yeah.
likes.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Social media is crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole new world for
Yeah.
me because I don't come from social media.
Well, and that's a whole nother part of business though. Like people don't realize like social media in itself is another job.
Yep.
So not only are you going to be a business owner working your business, but you're going to have to be, and then networking on top of that.
Yes.
So you have to put your face out there. You have to be out there. Like, so even when you're off from a long day, like you got to go to that networking event.
Yeah,
Gotta
and
put your name
be
out there.
and being genuine
For sure.
when
please.
you're networking. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know. Sometimes people just really be like, I don't know. You know, you can read vibes,
I can almost like sense it.
like right
or,
when you walk in,
yes, I'm
right?
all,
Yeah.
"Ooh."
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell like they're just like scoping you out, sizing you up, and
Yes.
they're like asking you stuff because they want to know like how did you do it? Like why her, not me, right?
I've
Yeah.
gotten those comments.
But they don't realize the struggle you went through. Like they don't
Right.
know the back behind the story, you know?
Yeah.
Like they think it was just so easy. And
No, yeah, I've gotten that before. Like, well, how did you get that? And I'm like, okay.
oh my god.
I'm like, I've been working for a really long time.
Yeah.
Like, and because I've missed time with like my kids, I've missed time with myself, with friends, with family, with whatever, because I don't have an overall goal, but I know my goal is always to move up.
yes.
And if that means that I have to go to do X, Y, and Z to do that, like I'm going to do that. So don't sit
Yeah.
there and be like, oh, must be nice. Or like, how
Yeah.
did you get that? Like, ew.
I know. And you got to be genuinely happy for people because
Yeah.
you're going to want them to be happy for you when you hit your big milestone. You know, like you got to clap for everyone because you're going to want that same thing for you when you're excited for yourself, you
Yeah.
know? So there's enough for everybody. Like,
And I've always been that way. And I tell people, like, even if you do the exact same thing that I do, there's only one of me and there's only one of them.
Yes.
So I'm never going to be like, you know,
And
oh.
imagine like I always say like when you can collab, especially with people in your own industry, like just imagine the power that can show and the people that you can attract because, you know, you have your people, this person has these people, and you can bring,
Yes.
you know, it's just.
And that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why, like, these restaurants, when I do, like, Foodie Fridays, I'm
Yeah.
like, just add me as collaborator
Yeah.
or accept it because people are going to see you,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, that have never seen you and vice versa. They're going to see me.
Yes, which I love those because I love seeing the restaurants you go
Thank
to.
you.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to try that. Okay, save.
Thank you. Girl, and the food, I'm like, people are
must
like,
be so
how are you
fun.
not, like, 300 pounds? I'm like, because I take one bite.
Oh, for real?
I take one bite and then I like pass it
Yeah.
to like whoever is helping me film. I'm
It's like a
"Here you
dream
go."
job to just get paid to eat.
Yeah, eat and drink. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It's actually very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And people
Driving
don't realize
around
that,
everywhere, having to
right.
get everything set up, right?
And I have to turn like 30, 45 minutes worth of material that I'm
Oh.
filming into 5 to 8 that y'all see.
Into little clips.
Yes.
But impactful clips.
Yes.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Every week.
No.
I'm sitting there for like 3 hours editing, and I'm like, if this doesn't hit. Like
Yeah.
But I mean, it has been helpful. I've definitely had a lot of people like reach out to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, I tried this place because of you," or "I went to brunch because of you," and I'm like, "Okay, great! Like, it's working. You're supporting these businesses, and that's why I do what I do."
And especially 'cause I think a lot of people know you, so it's like relatable. We're not just seeing like some random person that we don't know say, "Oh, it's great," you know.
Yeah.
Like it's like, "Oh, she likes it, so I'm gonna go there too."
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and I do. And people are like, "Well, what if you don't like it?" I'm like, "Then you'll see it on my face."
Yeah.
Because
I mean, they want an honest review when they
It's
bring you
true,
in,
yeah.
you know. So,
if I'm like,
yum.
or if I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
Next, like,
I'm gonna go back and look now to see when you do that.
but yeah, I mean, but I tell the restaurant owners, like, I'm not here to bash you either. Like,
Yeah.
if I don't like it, I'm not gonna say I like it.
Yeah.
Or if I have a favorite, I'm gonna say I have a favorite.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
you know, whatever. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Social media is like way too powerful sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna bash you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, just constructive criticism or whatever.
Yeah, but I also have like come across a lot of people as like consumers, like friends of mine who are like, we don't trust other
Yeah.
influencers because they are getting paid to say something is great. And then I've read comments where people on some of these bigger influencers, and people are like, I took my family and it was trash. Like, it wasn't the same food that you showed, or it wasn't the same experience.
Yes.
So I tell people too, like with these media events that we do sometimes too, it's meant to be like red carpet, VIP, like
Yes.
you're getting all this stuff that a normal consumer might not get.
Mm-hmm.
So it's beautiful, but sometimes I don't think it's like fair
Yeah.
because they're not going to get that same, you know,
Like what they saw.
experience.
Yeah.
Right. So like with this Foodie Friday, like what you see is what you get.
Like it's not done up for
No.
knowing that you're coming in. Like
No.
it's like,
They give me a bunch of plates
and
to showcase and to eat, which is fantastic. So
Yeah.
that way I can tell people this is good, this is not good, or you know, whatever. Interesting.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just, you know, I think it's shitty when people are like, they take their hard-earned money
Mm-hmm.
and their family, and that might be that one time that they go out to eat
Yes.
because they're like, well, let's like treat ourselves,
We're celebrating something.
right? And then it's not good,
yeah.
but because you got paid to say,
To say it was great.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like, be careful.
That's
with
true.
media too, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I think yours is so good because we relate. You know, we know like, okay, this is legit. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah. So what's been your, I guess, like your biggest highlight that you've had in your career so far?
I would say like winning best salon. You know, like the 4 years. The first year was amazing. I wasn't expecting that, you know, and every year that I have won or been in the top 3, I think it just kind of shown like I'm by myself. Like I don't have a salon and I'm going up against salons. Like every time I'm in that poll, I'm the only one that's a suite owner. Like I've never been up against someone else who's in a suite by themselves. And I'm going against people that have like big salons, that been in the business a long time, have stylists. And I think to I don't want to say like beat them, but to beat them, like, you know, I don't have all the things you have. And I'm like, wow, the people really do see me out here, you know? So like, it's nice to know like, okay, like I was able to go up against these big, you know, amazing people and I did it, little old me.
But I think it's because of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're very genuine, you're very sweet, and you're good at what you do.
Thanks.
And so people see that, and like you said, you care about that customer experience, that client experience. So like that trumps like a big salon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're big because they're big.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that all of that is there.
Yeah, true. So that I think that's been a big highlight, you know, for me. And And I always still go back to the cut-a-thon, like just like the support of the community and like how big it's gotten. Like that's been amazing, especially this year. The money we raised, which is like incredible, and so just the support of people really has been the best thing because when I came out as Hair by a Blonde, I mean, I knew people because I used to be in the nightlife when I was younger. Like I was a door girl and stuff back in the day. So it's kind of cool to see everyone in the nightlife having businesses. I feel like everyone's kind of like grown into that now, and it's really neat. But other than that, I mean, I didn't know anybody, out here. I mean, I knew people, but not like that. And to literally start from like nothing and just show my face, get myself out there as much as I have, and now to now, it's been really cool, to like have the support and all the people I've met in the last like 8 years, and businesses and all that. So.
And where are you located now?
I'm off of Bitters and 21 off Embassy Oak in my salon suites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because last time when I interviewed you,
Yes.
you were at Alon.
Yes.
Okay.
I was there for about 6.5 years, and then I moved down the street to right there by the 502. Remember when you did the little thing there? I was like, hey, I work right next there.
Yes. Yeah.
So right there.
So now you're closer to me.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so let me know. We can go grab a drink someday.
We go there sometimes on Mondays with some friends to go see the karaoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
Cool.
I like it. Yeah. So I'm there now in my own little suite. I really love it there. People are there, are really cool. I don't know. It's a good vibe in there. So
Yeah. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What is your booking like? Like, how do people book with you?
So bookings they can do online on my social media, Hair by a Blonde, and then even like hairbyAblonde.com. It's all online booking so that you can see my whole schedule. And especially for new clients, I do always recommend doing a consultation. I do free consults for like color, whatever, just so to make sure you book the correct services. So yeah, everything is online.
And what do you specialize in, and what are some of the things that you do that maybe other stylists don't?
I specialize a lot in color correction and blonde, like with dark hair. And I think a lot of the things I do differently is I'm very like meticulous with my work, and I take my time. I'm not rushing and like trying to get as many people in one day. I will, if you're my only person all day, you're my only person all day. Like I will do everything I can to get you to your goal, but keeping it healthy.
Okay.
And I'm very realistic. I mean, I've turned away a ton of people that could have been $1,000 services that they would have paid that, and I was just like, I can't do that. Like I'm not gonna put my name on this, and your hair doesn't look right, even though I didn't damage it. But when people go and say like, oh, who did your hair? You're gonna say it was me. You're not gonna say like, well, first I went here and they messed it up, and then I went here and then she tried to fix it. You're gonna just say it was me, and they're gonna think I did that.
Yeah.
Made you like Cynthia from Rugrats, and I don't want that. Like, so I mean, I'm definitely one of those that I'm very honest. I'm very upfront.
Yeah.
I'm very upfront with my prices. I think a lot of stylists try to like, not they're trying to hide it, but they just kind of like, oh, starts at this and that. And I'm like, nah, girl, like it's this much upfront. Like I'm gonna tell you because I want you to budget. And I'm also a non-tipping salon, so which I think is like a difference in other places.
Yeah.
I don't accept tips. I don't do tipping. It's just I started off in a salon like that when I was first working, and it was what I knew. And then I obviously went into other salons with tipping, and then when I went on my own, I did tip for a little bit, but then I was like, you know what, like this is a luxury service. I want it to be a luxury experience, and I get people from all over, like all walks of life. And I know sometimes it's hard for them to tip, or they feel embarrassed, or and I want them to be like stress free.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not a waitress. I'm not making $2 an hour. I price myself correctly, so I don't need a tip. So I feel like it makes it easier for you to budget your service. You know what you're gonna pay. I mean, because even I have gotten stuff done like my nails. I'm like, I forgot. Like, how much is it gonna be? And I got a tip. And then you're all nervous thinking you don't tip well, or so.
Yeah. That's
I think
awesome.
that's different.
I love that you do that.
Yeah.
That's very considerate.
Yeah, it's just easier, and you feel less stressful. Like
I always get stressed out.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why I'm like, everybody just gets 20%.
I'm the same because I do tip well,
Yeah.
but for me, I just don't feel like I need a tip. I'm charging you what it's worth, like what I'm doing. Like I'm charging for my product, my time. You don't have to tip me on top of that, you know? So your tip is your referral or you coming back.
For sure.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. See, and then they're like walking billboards for you.
Yeah.
So be, oh my God, I love your hair. Where'd you go? Her.
Yes.
And then that's where you go. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. How far in advance do people have to book with you?
So I only open my schedule up like 30 to 40 days at a time.
Okay.
I don't allow it to go any further. I used to let it be like 6 months, and my books would fill up for like 3-4 months, and then nobody could get in. And that's when I feel like I had like a lot of no-shows, cancellations, because you book so far out, and then you don't know what you're doing, or you maybe found someone else to do it faster. Because when you want your hair done, you want your hair done now. So it was just too chaotic. Like, it was just crazy. And then my regulars couldn't get in. So I only have my books open a little bit at a time. And that allows like me to get people in, more often, easier, faster. So
I tried to go silver like years ago. And it took forever to get to that point. And even then, like, my girl finally was like, girl, I don't think we're going to be able to get you to there. So
I won't even do that color.
Well, so I was platinum.
Or gray.
Yeah. I was platinum, and then I was like, can you just throw in like some lavender in there? Like, that way I have some like pop of color. But I mean, it cost a lot.
And high maintenance.
Yes. Oh my God. I was like, this is
no.
for the birds.
Don't book me for no gray or silver. I will not do it. I'll tell you, like, no, I don't do that. It's just too hard. It's too difficult, especially on Latina hair, dark hair. It's just, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but I want to keep your hair healthy, and I don't think I can do it doing that color, and I'm not gonna charge you for something I can't do. Like, I'm gonna tell you if I can't do it. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yes.
Appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, well, because I wouldn't want someone to tell me yes and then they mess up my hair, and I paid them, and I'd be like, you should have just told me you couldn't do it. I would respect that better.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and I love her. So like, I won't even say like who she is.
Yeah.
She did great. I just wish
she would have before you started the process, like saying like, I don't think it'll do it.
Right.
Like, like
I mean, A for effort. She kept trying.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, I don't think it's gonna work.
No, never mind.
And I was like, okay.
$1,000 later in 6 months, like,
Thanks.
Okay.
So anyway.
Yes.
But cool. Anything that you want to tell the people out there, like maybe like family, friends, followers?
I'm always just preaching about like, just do you, and like, don't let people get you down, or like, what you like, your dreams and your goals, do it. Like, don't let people discourage you. Don't worry about what people think. I mean, don't worry about failing, or if it doesn't work out, just go for it. Like, you just have to just keep trying and don't give up, and and always clap for the next person, even if they get to where like maybe something you wanted to do and they get it before you. Like, it's okay. Like, your time is coming, and it will happen for you. I just always really believe in like being happy for everyone else.
Absolutely.
But because karma does come around.
That part.
So you gotta really, be genuine and true to yourself and true to people around you, and definitely like standing up for yourself and boundaries. I don't know. This year's been a really big year for me on like, just like, fuck off. I don't know how to say it. Like, cutting people off.
Yeah.
Removing you out of my life. Like, I don't know.
Same. Like, I am so big on boundaries now, but it was so hard for me to set them.
Yeah.
Because I always was like worried about like offending somebody, and now I'm just like, well, I've been through so much shit, and like, as like allowed space for me to be like shit on or like disrespected, and like, for what? So now I'm like, no. Like,
I think as we get older, like, you don't care no more about what people think, what they say, and you just
like, this is me.
Exactly. Like, take it or leave it. Either you're on my wave or you're not, and if you're not, goodbye.
Like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
Nope.
It's because I'm a shot of tequila.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, you like it or you don't.
Yep.
But I know I'm a good person. I know, like, I don't talk shit about people. Like, I don't shit on people. I believe in karma.
Yep.
I truly do celebrate other people. Like, I clap for them. I'm proud of all of these people. But I also tell people, like, if it's not out loud or in a comment, it's like in a DM, like, girl, I see you.
Yes.
Or guy, whoever.
Yeah.
But I think there's already enough shit. Life is already hard enough. So like, Why make it harder?
Exactly.
So yeah.
My block list on social media is super long now, girl.
You're like, it's gross.
Block, block. Yeah, no,
Immediate block.
I'm really on some like me shit this year. Like
Good.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just, I mean, I've gone through a lot of loss in my life, like friendships, family, all that. But and it used to devastate me. Like I would
same.
just be like in a depression, you know.
Yeah.
But this like last 6-7 months, I really don't have no, like I feel like a relief. Like I've let people go that were in my life for a while or you know close, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like I felt like a relief. I feel good. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's all happening for a reason. My
Yes.
circle is where they need to be. Like it is what it is, and
Yeah.
move
We
on.
also like outgrow people,
Yeah.
or they outgrow us.
Yep.
Excuse me. And that used to be really hard for me because I would take like offense to it or be like super upset or sad. Like,
Or you want that closure. Like
Right.
why?
right.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, if you can't give it to me, I'm not gonna ask for it.
Same. Like
So-
I don't know. I just been like on some like real like whatever. Like it doesn't even phase me anymore. Like I don't care because I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's like what this year is about. It's like transformation.
I think everybody. I feel like I've seen
Yeah.
like everybody's on some like new
Yeah. On some new
me.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you know you
Yeah.
are like either you're with me or you're not. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And if
so-
you're not cool, but
Yeah. Yeah.
mhm, politely step to the side. Yeah.
Move on over.
Yeah.
that.
yeah. Yeah. Like if you're not with me, then okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like
Like all right.
that's
Bye.
your prerogative.
Bueno. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. All right, cool. So your social media is all Hair by Blonde?
Hair by a blonde.
All right.
Make it easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. I love you so.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Me
love
too.
everything you do.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your, you know, what is it? The Fiesta is it Queen? Or what is it?
Riverwalk Queen.
Riverwalk Queen.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
I really do. I'm so glad that you were able to come. We were able to figure it out.
Yes. Yes.
In the new studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Thank you. So guys, make sure that you follow, book, support, show love, all of that.
Yes.
And yeah, again, thank you for coming. Thank you again to Valpod Media and to Latina Podcast Network for having me on your network. Guys, I'm like, hit the like and subscribe button, you know, all that. But yeah, thank you again.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
I'll see you guys next time. Bye.